These are the nights where history is made and players stand up to be counted. Across the continent, we unite, striving together from home turf to distant lands, igniting a passion and energy in us all. The energy builds, wave upon wave, with each tackle, in every shot, in the roar of the crowd, through the highs and the lows, pushing us further, driving us on to European glory. The UEFA Europa League.
Aberdeen fired 6 past NSÍ Runavík last night as the Dons sailed through the first round of the UEFA Europa League qualifiers, and we find out how the Aberdeen 8 fared against the SFA this evening. Hello and welcome to a special Europa League edition of the AFC Dons cast on Friday the 28th of August with me, Graeme Mackay. Hope you're all keeping well. Ryan Hedges scored a hat-trick, the 200th for the Dons in our drabbing of NSÍ Runavík at Pittodrie yesterday evening. He was joined by Lewis Ferguson, Curtis Main and Johnny Hayes in our 6-0 win that sees us progress into the second round qualifier. Aberdeen made 3 changes to the side following the Livingston match, with Ash Taylor and Shay Logan missing and Ryan Hedges on the bench. Curtis Main made his first start of the season and Andy Considine returned, having completed his 2-match domestic ban. Dylan McGeoch also featured in the starting lineup. Aberdeen created all the opening chances of the first half, but the Faroese managed to frustrate us until late in the half, when we went ahead thanks to a 36th minute goal from Lewis Ferguson, who picked up an Andy Considine cross into the penalty area, which he headed past the keeper. Just before half-time, Curtis Main picked up from an impressive ram from Scott Wright, which saw him burst down the right past Holgard before putting in a low cross across the front of goal. Main picked it up and unmarked near the back post and slotted it in. Not long into the second half, and any worries about the tie were over after Sab Ryan Hedges was on target, after Johnny Hayes made a low cross along the face of goal, which was spilled by Thompson. Hedges was in hand to punish the keeper and slotted it in to make it 3-0. Ryan scored again in the 59th minute with a cracking 25-yarder. The Dons punished the Faroese side further after Johnny Hayes fired a 25-yard drive to make it 5-0 in the 63rd minute, and we rounded off the match with our 6th when Lewis Ferguson was brought down in the box. Ryan Hedges stepped up to convert the penalty and score his hat-trick. It was an enjoyable watch, and we deserve to progress into the second round qualifying draw, which will take place on Monday.
Very happy with that evening's work.
Absolutely, loads of positives to take from it. Obviously the scoreline was terrific, nice and clinical, our work, patient to keep working them down, and delighted when we got that first goal. I think when you get that first goal, it almost takes a wee bit of the heart out of them, and it gives us encouragement to keep going. I said the reason we picked the team to start was to try and make sure we put them under pressure, don't let them get started and not let them play their own natural game, and I thought we were very good at that tonight. I thought we were pressing in the ball, intensity, the speed. I thought we get plenty of crosses in without really taking them in that opening period, and with good control. And I think sometimes when you play at this level against teams you don't know, that the players are finding them out for themselves. They can listen to me and we can prepare them and give them an indication where they are, but I think the players themselves need to kind of get a feel for the opponent, and I thought Kennedy and Hayes, good ball carriers on the side, a reminder of what they boys are. And the constant runs of Watkins and Scotty Wright and Curtis occupying the defenders allows us to get a good grip in the game, and the clean sheets please, and getting boys some 90 minutes and some minutes under the belt. Ryan getting his hat-trick, I think that's 4 games, I think he said 4 goals and an assist in 3 games he's been involved, so it shows you the confidence of where his game is at the minute, and I think it was the type of game we were looking for, to be honest. I think it's a reminder to my players that they're good players, they can handle the ball, they can be a goal threat, and hopefully we take the confidence from that and we look forward to the next round.
Congratulations, man of the match, and a very comfortable victory for the boys tonight.
Yeah, I think we had to try and keep the intensity and create a tempo ourselves. Obviously with no fans here, they normally set an atmosphere for us, and we can play off that, but the manager said it's really important that we kind of set the tempo ourselves with sharp, crisp passing, and I think we've done that. I think the attitude to the game was spot on.
It was a long time before we managed to break them down, but Ryan Hedges coming on in the second half, grabbing a hat-trick, 200th hat-trick of the club's history. Well done, Ryan.
No, you should
the
be
game
here,
was.
mate. You should be here.
the game was put to bed very comfortably.
Yeah, I'm delighted for Hedgie. Obviously, he's disappointed he didn't start, but I think he did the best thing for it. Came on and I think just gave the manager something to think about. I mean, scoring 3 goals, and he obviously managed to get himself on the pen there to make it his third. So no, I'm absolutely over the moon for him. He deserves it.
Scott, very well done tonight.
Cheers, thank you.
Motherwell saw off 10-man Glentoran 5-1 at Fir Park last night in their opening Europa League qualifier, with all the goals coming in the second half. Callum Lang, Stephen O'Donnell, Liam Polworth, Tony Watt and Chris Long all scored for the Steelmen. The second and third round draws for the Europa League qualifiers will take place next week. You can watch the second round draw on Monday and the third round draw on Tuesday. Both will start at midday and available online at UEFA.com. Second round ties will be played on the 17th of September. The outcome of the SFA notice of complaint for the Aberdeen 8 was decided this evening. Johnny Hayes, Scott McKenna, Sam Cosgrove, Craig Bryson, Bruce Anderson, Dylan McGeoch, Matty Kennedy and Michael Devlin, alongside Celtic's volleyball and goalie, were accused of breaching the rules of the association and for bringing the game into disrepute. The SFA have handed the Aberdeen players a suspended 3-match ban, which is in effect until the 28th of February next year, should they break the same rules again. Ball and goalie will face a 5-game suspension, with 3 matches applied immediately and 2 suspended until the 28th of February next year. A separate charge against both Aberdeen and Celtic will be taken forward by the SPFL. The Scottish Government have invited Scottish football to submit plans for up to 3 test events involving fans on Saturday the 12th of September. The number of fans to be allowed in will be in the low hundreds. Rangers' home match with Dundee United and Ross County against Celtic are likely to feature, with one other game also permitted to be used for the pilot. If successful, all top-flight clubs could then host limited numbers of fans from the following weekend. Scott McKenna has been called up to the Scotland squad for their UEFA Nations League fixture against Israel on Friday the 4th of September at Hampden and against the Czech Republic on Monday the 7th of September in Olomouc. Matty Kennedy and Niall McGinn have also been called up by the Northern Ireland squad for their UEFA Nations League against Romania and Bucharest on Friday the 4th of September and Norway on Monday the 7th of September in Belfast. Well done, lads, for that. Finally, Aberdeen announced the end of the Still Standing Free campaign this week, and we'll have a more on this and the activities of the Aberdeen FC Community Trust on the AFC Donscast on Tuesday.
Got coronavirus symptoms? Isolate for 10 days. Longer if your fever continues. Request a test at nhsinform.scot. Take the test as soon as possible. You should get your results within 48 hours. If you have coronavirus, you'll be asked who you've had close contact with. We'll then confidentially let those people know. They'll be asked to isolate for 14 days. If they have no symptoms, their household doesn't need to isolate. If they develop symptoms, they need to request a test right away. If you need help and support to self-isolate, go to nhsinform.scot.
Well, it's back to League Matters on Sunday for our 4:30pm kick-off in Edinburgh against Hibs at Easter Road. The match will be shown live on Sky Sports and available to watch online for Red TV International subscribers. Tomorrow in the Premiership, Kilmarnock versus Dundee, it's Livingston versus Ross County and St Johnstone versus St Mirren, all 3 for 3 o'clock kick-offs, and the 5:30pm kick-off between Hamilton and Rangers. The other match on Sunday is Celtic versus Motherwell at 3pm. The AFC Big Supporter Survey is still open, and you also have a chance to win a new Dawn shirt just by completing the survey. Head to invernessreds.co.uk/survey 2020 for more details. That's it for tonight. I'll be back next Tuesday with more from the Hibs match on Sunday, and of course we'll find out who will face in the next round of the UEFA Europa League in the second and third round qualifier draws. You can keep up to date with all the latest Dons news on our social media at Inverness Reds and on the website invernessreds.co.uk. Till Tuesday, stay safe, enjoy your weekend, and stand free.
that's all for this week.
More Aberdeen news next Tuesday evening from 8.